Hey guys, how you doing? This is for those of you who watch my live broadcast on Friday nights. This is for you. Those of you who don't, then this doesn't concern you at all. Just click off, go watch another video somewhere. Hopefully on my channel. But first and foremost, I can't broadcast this week. This is Friday, October the 24th. Yes. So, if you're watching this after that, then it's kind of... Well, it isn't irrelevant, because there's more to this message than just me telling you that I'm unable to broadcast tonight, because I have to get up tomorrow morning and do some things, and I can't stay up all night and do the broadcast and then get up on Saturday and actually feel like doing anything, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure that's, that's obvious. And it may be the same next week, unfortunately. I may have the same situation where I might not be able to put up a broadcast on Friday. So it looks like I might be taking a couple weeks away from the broadcast, which is not an easy decision for me at all. Actually, I'm not feeling very good about it at the moment, to tell you the truth. Especially since I've got both turntables set up in front of me here. I was getting everything all set up, and I just realized, it dawned on me that I have to be up tomorrow morning. I completely forgot. So, I apologize, and this comes as a sad news for some people, and me included, because I've been doing this for coming on 4 years, this broadcasting on Friday nights. And I never even imagined what it would become. And I mean, when I started broadcasting on Justin TV in 2010, there was a couple other guys already on there who were doing it, like doing sort of the music radio show thing or whatever. I didn't really know them. I just decided that I knew about Justin TV, and I knew that some people were on there doing music, so I thought I would sort of do the same thing. But it didn't start out that way. It started out just as a talk thing. I was just going to talk about home brewing and take calls. But there wasn't enough people calling in. So somebody suggested why don't I play some tunes, which I did. Excuse me, I just had an apple, and somehow they give me indigestion. And that's where it all started for me. And a lot of my YouTube viewers, well, a good handful of them, followed me over and started watching. And people have come and gone over the years. And other people have sort of followed suit with the broadcasts. I've had some of our fellow broadcasters, tell me that it was me that gave them the idea to go on and do a live show, And now we've got a whole handful of people on there that do that. And there's been friends made, and people have met each other, and there's been all these things happen. It's been amazing, really. Personally, I've had amazing things happen. Because of the broadcasts. And I mean, I could sit here and start listing all the neat things that have gone on. First and foremost, all the neat, great people I met, and some really great friends. Some of these people will be my friends for the rest of my life. I mean, it's just there's just some amazing people out there, and it's an absolute honor to be able to have met these people. And whereas otherwise I never would have. So, it's not just a matter of me sitting here pushing up faders, spinning records, talking about stuff all night long, drinking beer. I mean, it's been more than that to me. I have taken this, there's been some drama go on over the years, which is normal, happens, people talk behind each other's back, and things, you know, get out of hand, and people, you know, they part ways, and you know, whatever. And I've always tried to say to myself, and people have said to me, well, who cares? I mean, it's only a broadcast. It's just Justin TV. It's just only Vaughn Live. Who cares? Well, I've asked myself that question many times. Who cares? You know? The truth of the matter is, I do. And a lot of people do. I have taken this broadcast very seriously. I have put a lot of time and effort into it. You know, and it's paid off, you know. The people I've met, the kind gifts that have come. I mean, I receive things from people that watch me on YouTube. I've gotten, I can't even, you know, I've gotten all kinds of stuff. My basement's full of stuff. A lot of it is stuff that people have sent in. But I've also received very kind things from people just from the broadcast community. I mean, a few of these records behind me were sent to me. Records that I never would have been able to find. Ones that I cherish and I will cherish. These shirts are because of my broadcast. You know, WCRAIG. Which was an idea that was a friend of mine. Don't know if she wants me to mention her name, but she goes by the name Chicky. Or she used to. Came up with the WCRAIG thing. And then, you know, my t-shirt manufacturer, Dave, he produced the t-shirts. And I could sit here and tell you all the neat stuff. I mean, once my wife's car needed like $1,500 worth of work. We took it in for a simple brake job. And you know how it works with mechanics and when you take your car in and stuff. They oh, by the way, we see something wrong with your, you know, your torsion rod or your this, or oh, and we see that you need new this. And it just kept mounting and mounting and mounting. Anyways, I took the phone call while I was broadcasting. It was a Tuesday afternoon. And I did it on speaker because I wanted the people watching my broadcast to see how pathetic the cost of a simple car repair ended up being. And little did I know that while I was taking the phone call and while I was trying to figure out, you know, where I was going to get the money for this, few guys were on, and gals were on Skype chat trying to organize a collection for me. Now, I didn't know this. I woke up the next day and I saw a pile of money in my PayPal account and a note. I mean, it was just, and I mean, I can't even describe to you the feeling. I mean, I don't expect things like that. I didn't expect it, and I was shocked. And I actually contacted somebody and said, "What the hell is this? What is this? What's going on here?" Anyway, I don't want to, you know, the point is that there's been so many cool events go on because of this broadcast thing. That's why I do take it very seriously, and that's why I'm making this video, because I feel I owe it to some of you to explain. I mean, I left a short message on Facebook, but I really want you to know how I feel about it, because it's not an easy decision for me to say for the next week or two I'm not going to be on my broadcast. But that's just the way it has to be. It has nothing to do with anything anybody's said to me or done. It's got nothing to do with anything like that. It just has to do with, you know, it's 8 o'clock now. I haven't even cooked supper yet. I've got to get stuff done. I've got to, you know, at some point get to sleep and get up tomorrow and do stuff tomorrow. And I just couldn't bring myself to put, you know, myself through being tired again like I've done before on a Saturday. That's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But but I'm not feeling very good about it. I'm actually feeling a little, to tell you the truth, a little nauseous, because I just don't like letting people down, you know, and letting myself down as well. But yeah, anyway, the important thing is that I'm not quitting. I'm not retiring from the broadcast, and I just want everyone to know that. You know, I've got most of the reason why I own these records back here. I bet you more than half of these records, and there's more, I've got more down there too, were bought because of the broadcast. I bought them to play on my show. I didn't buy them because I thought I would sit and listen to them. I bought them to play on my broadcast. And people have, there's been some people send, you know, a couple bucks my way to help support the broadcast. And I thank those people once again. They've just said, you know, we want to support, you know, you're buying records, you bought a turntable, which was I would help paying for that. You know, mainly records, some equipment back here, which helps make the vinyl sound a bit better. Lots of stuff. And I wouldn't have bought that stuff. I probably wouldn't even have most of these records if it wasn't for the broadcast. So, so that's how much that's how much I've put into it. I took it very seriously, and I do take it very seriously. When I do return in a couple weeks, I may have to make another decision, and that decision is going to affect some people on the other side of the world, unfortunately, ironically enough. But that decision is that I can't broadcast as long as I have been. I usually start at 10 p.m. Friday night, and I don't quit until like 10 a.m. Saturday morning. And why do I do that? Because I enjoy it. I don't want to stop. Once I get going, I'm enjoying my music, and I'm enjoying, you know, the chat. Who wants to stop doing something you enjoy? My wife and kids understand. They don't mind. They understand. You know, Dad sleeps on Saturday because he broadcasts on Friday night. Last week, for the first time, see, because my wife's not really, although she understands what I do and why I do what I do, but she's never really been into the same kind of internet involvement that I am. I mean, she doesn't put herself on YouTube. She doesn't get involved with the live broadcast. She's a little more private than me, I guess, in that way. And I mean, she's disappointed when I don't broadcast, because she knows how much I love doing it. And the sad thing is that last week, for the first time in 4 years, she actually sat upstairs right above me here in the living room and listened to about 2 to 3 hours of my broadcast live, not on the computer. She heard the music through the register, and she heard me live. She was listening to it live without a computer, is what I'm saying. Because I had the speakers on down here. I always do keep them on. And I turned it up a little bit so she could hear it better. I usually just keep them low, so when I walk over to get a beer, I can hear the songs. But this time I turned it up a little bit so she could hear it, because she was doing housework and stuff. She even yelled down and asked me to play some Bryan Adams for her, which I did. So, you know, she enjoyed that. And when she comes home, she's out for dinner with a friend, but when she comes home, I'm sure she'll be pretty disappointed as well. But I just wanted to give you this message sort of face-to-face, if you will. And as far as the length of the broadcasts, they're going to have to be shorter. I have to make that decision. It's going to be a difficult one for me, because 4 o'clock in the morning comes real quick when you're doing something like this. But the only way that I can carry on a normal life, I mean, most people have no idea what the broadcast has done to my sleep schedule. And it's nobody's fault but mine, of course. I'm not blaming anybody. Nobody expects me to broadcast for that long. I do it because I chose to. But it is getting to a point where I'm really starting to think about how it affects my, my sleep patterns. Sleep all day Saturday, and I'm up all night Saturday night, or sometimes I sleep through till Sunday, and then and my sleep is just like, it's all over the place. Recently I had somebody offer he wants to come and visit. He lives about 10 hours from me, one of my viewers. And he asked me, would you mind if I took a road trip and drove in to meet you? And my answer to him was, you're welcome to do that, but I can't promise you what kind of a host I'll be, because, when somebody travels for that long, 10 hours, to come and visit you, it's not going to be for a couple hours. It's going to be for an entire day. I mean, you're going to have to, you can't expect someone to drive that long, spend a couple hours, and then drive all the way home. But at the same time, I said, it's very difficult for me to make major plans like that, because I don't know when I'm going to be asleep and when I'm going to be awake. So I have to try to maintain some sort of a normal sleep pattern. And shortening the broadcast will allow me to do that. Who knows? Some weeks I might just say to hell with it and keep going, but I don't know. Anyway, I think that's about all I had to say. I'm very, very sorry for anybody who, who's taking this difficult as I am. I'm not taking this lightly at all. I'm very disappointed, quite sad. I've already arranged for somebody to fill in for me. His name is J_Muff, M-U-F-F. He'll be on vonlive.tv/J_Muff. If you want to go and check he plays great tunes. He's got turntables. He takes requests. And he's agreed to sort of fill in for me. And he's a good friend of mine as well. And, I'll probably be in his chat room here and there, listening to the tunes. And I'll see you guys on YouTube, here on YouTube. And as I said, not taking this lightly. I was pretty upset, actually, but got to take responsibility for my health and my life. Stuff like that. I'm not getting any younger, and these long nights are taking a toll on me, So cheers, guys, and thank you for understanding, I hope. And I'm not quitting. I need a little break, because I got a few things I got to do on Saturdays, and I will be back. I might even be back next week. I'm not sure. We'll see. I will let you know. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you very soon. I'm not going anywhere. I just taking a little break from not from YouTube, from the live thing. Okay. Cheers, guys. Peace.